What's good, everybody? It's your boy S, aka Six Deuce. Y'all know what it is. SR Broadcast, Super Righteous Broadcast. We're here with Frank from Cali Media. You know, we're representing Spill Records, but we're here today with the homie right here. I want to say your name, but I always like to let the music artist say their name. So if you want my boy, introduce yourself. Let the people know where you're coming from, because we're gonna talk about your music, some crazy topics right now. But we're also gonna talk about positive, bro. I like what we're talking about for this live interview. So let the people know who you are, your music artist name, and where you coming from first.
Hell yeah, thank you. My name is PM Ghostie. Everybody call me Sharky, but I'm from San Diego at the beach with it.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Much respect, much love to SR for having me on here. It's my second interview, but this one, I'm more excited for this one.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. You already know we up in here. We getting it cracking. So I did want to say and let y'all know, like he said, he's from San Diego. Let's start out with something real and crazy. If y'all don't know, you probably might recognize him from the videos, and we ain't trying to capitalize or nothing, but it's just the truth, and we keeping it 100 here. You know, he's the one that put little sins on his pockets. You don't gotta say too much, you know, because I know you don't do the internet shit. You just handle yours. But what was that situation about without giving up too much? You know, like was it something you had to address? You know what I mean? How that was it random? What would you say?
So nah, for sure, off the rip, I'm not gonna say too much because but I will say this: he knew exactly who we was, and he seen us, and he put that pressure on. He started popping about them lips, and if someone's coming aggressive like that, and that energy's gonna come back, don't this boxing match. This ain't no MMA cage. Like if he gonna talk like a man, he could get popped up like a man. This is what
Yeah.
happens. And hey,
Yeah.
respect though, as a real member, I said my respect though, cause he shot his fade. He shot his fade. So we did that.
Right. Hey, that's real. You know, and I try to say to stir it up. I just try to say, you know, some people just seen the video and that's real that you cleared it. You spoke on it like a real one would. And without saying no more, you know, getting too deep into that. Let's talk about something realer than that. You know, I want to get more deep into who you are. But we were discussing the app you're making, bro, and I think that's really amazing. Do you want to tell the people what it's about? Do you mind sharing that with the people and your plans for that and your inspiration behind it?
Hell yeah. I'm working on an app right now. It's called Shark Team, and this different because it's app, but it's also an immersive app where you could go on it and upload pictures, apps. You could upload events, and you could go to the community and you'll see your area, and you're like, man, what do I do today? What am I doing tomorrow? You could go on your little app. You'll see, hey, we got run down the beach. We're gonna go food. There you could do donations, giveaways. There's like a lot of stuff going on, and it's pretty much an app for the youth, the young adults that really never our system, a way for them to get in into the community the right way without giving off the bad impression. Because
Yes,
I know
sir.
how us walking into the rooms, see us, our tattoos, they just think it's the bad energy. But if we come into these rooms and we come in here speaking with a high intelligence, they're not really expecting. So with these right energies and the stuff that we push out, especially through this app, I feel like it's gonna be bigger than me. It'll sell because the last apps that I created by myself, they've never been. But this app, like, it's just something you can feel it. It's gonna do millions. So
Oh yeah.
my
Oh
goal
yeah.
is to expand it from here to LA, then to Phoenix, and then to Nevada. That's the main goal, to just start going state by state, creating influence. But this right here, immersive platform, it'd be like Instagram, but mixed with a little bit of like a workout app, and it also has like settings where you can go in there, you could text people,
Uh-huh.
and you can meet new people. Be like, hey, I see you. You run, I run. Would you want to go on a running together? It's pretty dope. Go
No,
dating on
yeah,
there.
bro. That's real, bro. I know. I think you covered a lot of amazing things, you know, and I'm going to let Frank get some word up on this next too, in general, or ask a few questions, see what he would like. But I want to go ahead and say the reason why it stuck out to me when we spoke about it was because that's the thing. Not many people are quick to speak on positive or do or be positive, let alone use their skills, because I feel like everybody, we use our resources to destroy or be, not everybody, usually either we're younger or we learn, but everybody's had their crazy phase, in the sense of, I mean, that you put the same energy you do into being negative, you turn into positive, you'll go a lot further, right? And that's known, and that's the energy that I respected off the bat. I respect that you're not just making it about like, oh, I'm trying to do this for the clout. Like, I want to app that will help people. That's very interactive. That they can get something out of it. That I can have the youth. Because I know you spoke about having, I don't know exactly to label it ministry, but like also have that kind of help and resources for the young youth. To get the word, and I think that's lit too, bro. I think God first in everything you do, and you'll succeed. But yeah, and I'm gonna let the homie Frank ask a few questions, and then after I want to talk about more about your music and your plans for yourself after.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, man. I just said growing up in San Diego. What part of San Diego did you grow up in, bro? Like, what you're
Well,
from? Like,
my whole life, my mom, she's from Barrio Logan.
what are
Like
those, right?
my
Okay, okay.
grandma's from Logan Heights.
That's
My whole
right.
family, they've always been members. So we've always been out of Logan Heights. But mainly, I was a Southeast. I went to schools. I went to Southeast. Well, I went to Lincoln. I went to San Diego High. I went to a lot of high schools. I even went to high schools in the growing up in like the main thing that really stood out to that like just made San Diego different is the beach is like right outside your door.
Yeah, right
When you
outside.
walk out, you're gonna get banged on. It's like right when you walk out the door.
Yeah,
No
And then
shit.
we got everybody in our city. They carry the borders right here, so they get in everything. Like it's crazy out here. You'll be surprised. You see the little kids walking around with them. You be like, damn boy, you don't want to
yeah,
be outside.
yeah,
So you see it young, you see it, and especially out here in San Diego, it's a different kind of type. It's a different ball. And I know LA, they like, I don't know how they say it because I've never had no hate on LA, but I met a lot of people and they're like, nah, San Diego's just nice. Nah, it's not nice, but don't get it wrong, it's a little crazy over here.
Nah, for sure. Yeah.
no facts.
No, I've been out there. I've been out there. Fucking, it gets active, eh? I've been down there in San Isidro with some homies from Cedro. It
Oh
gets
yeah, no,
active, dog.
yeah.
I've been right
Shout
there
out to
on.
San Isidro, my
Yeah.
brother
I,
Frankie. Thank you for me.
what is it? Palm Avenue, and then fucking what's the other one? Cyrus
Oh yeah,
or
Palm
Iris?
City out there.
Iris
Oh
or
yeah,
Cyrus? I remember I got jumped right
Iris,
there by the liquor
Iris.
store by that
Yeah,
park.
yeah. They got Iris right there by Palm. That's right in the South Bay. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
that shit get active right there, fool. So
Oh yeah,
growing
no.
up right there, I know it's not easy, fool, but you're doing good though. You got something planned, like setting up an app. That's huge. You got a plan for yourself, dog, and that's important. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to be really, how would I say? I just be like, man, I just wanted to gangbang. I want to get to it, but I had this revelation happen to me recently that really just it shocked me to my core, and I never seen no shit like that. And that's when I started really life from because I realized like God had gave me, He showed me something with my own eyes. Like you don't have to go close to death. Like I already been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been jumped, I've been put in or like you don't gotta do that no more. And I seen something with my own eyes that shocked me, and that's when I realized like, man, I got I got real opportunity. Reels every 30. I got reels with 600,000. I got reels with 500,000. I got all those all day. But it was never about the fame because it opened my eyes that I could bring a lot of people to say like, yeah, I was fucked up and I was out here getting to it. Like I got the hood blasted all over my body, and I still bring people. I still bring the God's words with me everywhere.
Yeah.
Hell
Hey, and you know what? People forget this, and I say it. Getting closer to God don't make you soft. That's what people forget. You know what I'm saying? Getting closer to the Word and to God and knowing Him doesn't mean that you any less. How can I say? Because to be capable of peace, you have to be capable of great danger.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and,
saying?
and I and
yeah.
I realized with time that we're in a real spiritual warfare with everything that's going on. You got to understand like the
Mm-hmm.
little. They all work for the demonic entities, and you know what they just don't like. All that stuff is bad. That's why when you go to jail, you feel that energy. Feel nothing but the that's what that is.
No.
And people love staying in there. So that's why I tell the kids, I'm like, man, look at me. I made millions of views up out the way, and I millions of views. People, hey, let's come together as a community and let's make San Diego safe again for the kids, so they don't got to worry about getting blasted on the way to school. They don't got to get worried about getting bullet because these talk it out. Like I'm trying to make it good because like nobody's gonna do that, and that's what happened with Nipsey, and they kill him. But I ain't scared because I know I'm gonna carry my it's a bigger picture I've been trying to push, and it's hard, to build your own app and build your own things. But alone, I feel like you don't have the side voices like you can't do it. Like I just have the voice of you got to get that shit done. You got to make it
Yeah, most definitely.
go out here really
Oh yeah, real talk.
that get my music out there because my music is well known. I get recognized everywhere. But if I could create a platform where we can all come together, because I know a little bit less of what I am in music. Oh, they cut off? No.
No, yeah, most definitely. My bad. Oh, 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 oh. My bad, y'all. My bad. I think he accidentally, cause my screen glitched out, so I think he accidentally exited out. Let me see. Yo, yo, yo. Can everybody hear me? Well, look, check it out. Check it out. We gonna get to it. We ain't gonna stop. I know y'all can hear me. It's all love. It's all respect. Um, but yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to him coming on here. I'm not sure if he had to leave or what. My screen accidentally restarted itself to refresh it, and when it does that, it makes it look like I'm off screen, but I'm in the background refreshing. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that. If you guys didn't hear about it, I gotta really respect that, bro. There's not many people out here like him. Oh, let me see. Nah, my bad, bro. When the
Yep, we
screen
back.
refreshes, it looks like I'm not there, but it was refreshing. But I heard everything you were saying, and I was just giving you kudos on exactly that. That takes a different kind of person, bro. Because here's why. It's popular to fuck up. It's popular to ruin your life. You know what I mean? It's not cool to do what's right. You the people doing right will get called lame versus the people doing fuck shit, and everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. That's what's up. That's dope. That's gang. So I gotta be this and be the dude selling drugs all the time. I'm not judging. Everything I say is examples, right? Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta be killing, robbing, and dealing all the time. Hey, to each their own. I ain't judging, but is that life gonna fulfill you? And I like what you said about that. God, how He showed you something that that you felt to your core, because I think a lot of people they get closer to God are like that too. Like me, I don't care what nobody says. I can relate in that sense, bro. And that's why I'm glad you came on here to talk about it. Is that this recent past year of my life, like even me, my name changed. I'm still underground known as Six Deuce, but mainstream reason why I'm going by Ez is because it's like not saying it does or don't mean nothing within the names, but if you know, you know. It's one of those small things like that. You cannot want to walk in rooms and be different. And not a name, that was just mine. I don't mean that literally for everybody, just but for me, I thought it's one small thing for change to leave the old me behind. And I was like, you can still be yourself and get closer to God, because God wants you to come as you are, not perfect. But at the same time, you got to make them small little moves, whatever it may be for you, it works for you. But for me, it was okay, how can I change and say I want to change and be different? And I know it's gonna be baby steps. It ain't gonna be overnight. But how can I start? How can I start putting that different best foot forward to help show people when you can come from some crazy shit, but you gotta stay in the crazy shit, Cause I'm just saying, don't you want to live good? People make it seem like wanting good credit, having a good house, having a car, they make it seem like that's bad. They make it seem like it's cool to fuck up, to not have a credit score. Cause I tell people, and Cali Media said it, when you walk into the bank, they don't go, hey, what was your street credit looking like? They don't give a You know
They
what I'm
don't care
saying?
about. They want to know what
Yeah.
you're. Yeah, man. That's a great point by SR right there. That's I'm gonna point that out. That he everything he said is hitting it like to the back of the nail of the head on point because he had it exactly what I was trying to say. He elaborated it perfectly, and this is what I realized. This is what I realized within myself. You know, maybe the people don't have to look at it the same, but I'm just a hood person, so I had to have a different example than most people. So was why would I hang around my homies? I hang around them all day, but the main example was why would I want to be the big homie in the house? He has straps in the house. He got a bust on. He got the Benz GLE. He got the big house. He's fucking all the big booty bitches. But as soon as they're gonna kick down the door and he's done forever,
Yep.
forever. He's not coming back.
Yep.
Or do I want to go kick it over there in the area where I'm not be this the whatever? I'm gonna go sit in this residential area, meet somebody, see that hey, this guy just jumped out of Rolls Royce. He's sitting here. Let me see if I can have a conversation. Hey, can I have seconds of your time? Can I understand what you do? Hey, my name is Jesse. I'm a 23-year-old entrepreneur. I want to learn how I could become better in the aspect of finance, understanding what you and understanding like, man, I would sit in gated residentials outside of them and just look at the mansions all day and visualize myself sitting in one. I started the rich people on buttons ups. I started rocking the little nice clothes, going into nicer areas, having better, learning how to articulate myself better, having better knowledge. That it was all I thought, hey, these tattoos on my face made me look thuggish. But the whole time, how much a tattoo costs. This is expensive. I'm an expensive walking around. Look at
Yep.
it from a
Yep.
different perspective. I didn't see it like that. So the main thing I was trying to get to was, what would you want to be? The big homie with all the bricks and all the guns, or would you want that's just at his house, couple million in the bank, got whatever car he wants, and he don't got to worry about nothing in his life again. That's what I had to realize
Yep.
for that. And there was no other, because the only other option is death. You're just gonna die. You can't not try to get it. You can't just stand around. You're gonna die. You need to make money, eat.
Yep. You know, you know what? And same thing you said about me. I agree with you and shout out to you for speaking on the real. Cause like that's exactly it. The reason why I start off with something again, I repeat, because we passed that was exactly that. I don't want to linger too much. Like I'll say stuff to bring it up, address it, because people are curious. Because we ain't the only ones, we're covering media, but we want to get down to the real stuff like this. This is what we're really here for. It's not just talking about bringing the word of God to each their own. We trying to shove religion. Because remember, I try to tell people, you don't got to be religious to believe in God. That's different. But
Mm-hmm.
that's a different conversation for another day. And I wanted to get
Yep.
down to what you're saying positive wise. Because here's my experience. And people know this. And I want to put this out loud. When we bring it up a lot on SR broadcasts and all types of different interviews. Same way you said you had to learn how to better articulate yourself, step in a room so you can better address people and make better moves and have opportunities for yourself instead of people thinking about short-term opportunities. Like you said, you can have all the bricks, you can have all of it, but that shit's only short-lived. You want something with longevity that they can't take away from you, that's legitimate, so that when you have in your, but you can teach that. People are so quick to teach you how to rob, steal, and kill, but won't teach you how to go fill out a job application or a business or go get an LLC or teach you the way. Everybody wants to teach you
Right.
destruction and your downfall, and you're not cool if you don't want to be down with it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's like if the blind leading the blind. I meant to say, my apologies. And it's like they get mad when you got 20/20 vision. You know what I mean? That
Exactly.
it makes no
Man,
sense.
SR got it right on the dot. He knows exactly what he's talking about, man. Yeah, this is $1 million podcast right here. They didn't even how much game right now. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, and I want to stay with you too, bro. You had a surprise, not in a bad way. Surprised me more like I try to tell people it's cool. I like to talk about the music, and we'll get that before we leave. But our mind, everybody else, and it applies back to what I was saying when we open up SR broadcast, is so we can open up the lane to everybody. And I'm gonna say that what that means is politics got to go out the window.
Yeah.
Feelings and emotions got to go out the window. Only morals and ethics stay. Me, we say it all the time. If you ain't no pedo, no chomo, no weirdo, no JCat, no snitch, then you
Correct.
good. If you solid, then you should be straight. You don't have to worry about all those weird categories I said. Then you shouldn't have an issue. Other than that, people closing their own doors. Because here's why, and I try to tell people, it's the rich versus the poor. They don't give a shit what color flag. They don't give a shit your street credit. They don't give a shit. No, bro. When the bill collectors come knocking, they want your money. They want to see if you can pay that rent. They want to see if you could pay that bill. You know, and people are looking so short sighted instead of like you're saying, bro. You do have hindsight. You do have the long vision because you're not just thinking about what you can do better. You're actually looking within yourself and going, hey, I wasn't perfect. I was a part of the BS. And I think
Yeah,
that's
and that's
why a lot, you know what they say in the Bible, how the devil attacks you more when you're getting closer to God?
that is truly why. After I'm gonna let you elaborate. Hold on. Oh, that is true though. That is true.
No, you good. I was gonna go ahead and end it with saying, well, that's kind of my point with a lot of things is that people are so used to us being a negative version of ourselves that they call it, oh, you're switching up. All it's not that. It's bro, I'm waking up to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I don't
Yeah.
want to stay behind blind. It's kind of like, bro, it's God literally going, here's the glasses, like I was saying, back to 2020 vision. So you can have 2020 vision here. God saying, believe in me, but people rather, nah, I'd rather be blind because I'm stubborn.
No.
You know?
Yeah, that is facts. And when, like you said, when you get closer to God, he does tend to attack. Like me personally, this is a personal experience. I was telling all my friends, like, hey man, we should turn to God. Like, I mean, I personally did, and I've never felt more peace in my life. Like me, for I can get any girl I want. Like I'm a rapper, I could just what it is. But at the end of the night, I lay down with this girl in my bed, and I still feel like, damn, I need to. This doesn't feel right. So I opened up to God and I told him, and he gave me this like, he gave me this feeling like you need to start reading my words if you want to open up to me. So I read his words. I started reading till it compelled me, and I started telling my friends about what I had seen through the words and how meaningful it meant to me, and how I felt like I was holding. I felt good again. Like I didn't feel like I had to go outside and grab my gun. Like I didn't have to go outside and see what was outside. I felt good. Like I could give my mama 100 did it if I really if I locked in. I just felt like a different kind of power hit me. I told my brothers about it, and they were like, "Man, like, like they had so much going on in their life. One of them, he went the other route, and one turned to God with me, and we started talking, locking in with God heavy. And that same night that he turned his life to, I had him open up God. I had I had the devil himself pop up on me, and I thought I was hallucinating. I thought I had been laced, but nah, like you said, crazy because I turned around. I was in a recording studio, and I was sober. I
Mm.
don't record high. I don't like to articulate as well as I can when I'm sober. So I'm sober in there recording, and the engineer's like, "Hey, I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'm gonna come back." All right, so I'm in there. And I'm song, and I start hearing laughing in the studio behind me. Mind you, this whole room is dark, like it's completely dark. So I'm like, I'm turning around, see who's in the studio with us, and I just see this black formless body in the studio with me, and
Mm.
my eyes stopped. I was like, whoa, what is? I was like, whoa, like it was just it's completely black in this. You can't really see. So I'm like, is that
Yeah.
somebody? I got scared, so I kind of like take off the headphones, and I said like I believe, and it starts. I'm like, oh nah. So I started reaching for the door and getting out. And like when I got out the door and I closed the booth and I started getting out, like walking backwards out the booth, kind of scared. Started looking through like barrier where you could see who's in the booth. And I kid you not, like right hand of God, I seen it with my own eyes. It was it was me. It was a mimic, all black, fullest form, and it was just like me looking at myself how I was corrupted, and the and if I let myself become corrupted, and it was so horrible because I was looking at, but I was formed. I had no skin, I had no face. I just knew what I know my shape though. It was there, and I was walking back, and my homie walked behind me. He's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, I started screaming, "Something in your studio, bro!" And he's like, "Nah, well, you're tripping, bro. You're tripping." And that was the day I was like, man, he showed himself to me like he wasn't even like, man, I'm real too. Cause I was telling my homie, I'm like, God's real, God's real. And that's when the devil himself popped up in me in the studio, and I thought I was tripping, bro. I thought I got laid. That's when I realized I'm smoking. I go on fast. Have you ever fasted before?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not act like long, but I have say the longest fasting all the way with food and with that, I'd say like 3 days. I know that ain't much for people, but for a dude like me, man, I like to eat and I don't smoke no more because of legal reasons currently. But what I'm trying to say is that not that is good. A lot of people don't understand that fasting is good, and I do want to speak on this a little more for we hop into the music and then your family. Life. Now you don't gotta say anything too crazy about your family. It's more how you grew up. You gotta say too much. But to more end this subject, dog, that's powerful. Cause a lot of people don't understand this is that here's why. Two or three more people rejoicing in the name of the Lord, for God is in the room with you. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
along with that attracts, as you said, the others, because the devil's gonna attack you. Cause he don't like that. You think he wants you getting closer to God? Nah. So that's why I try to
Nah.
tell people it's amazing because you're doing your friend. Well, people don't understand what you're doing because you don't gotta shove it down people's throats, but you just by offer, like, hey bro, I'm not saying you have to believe in God, but I want you and I want you to know he loves you and this and that and that aspect because you're really
Correct.
saving them, bro. You're saving them from eternal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about. So
Correct.
um I just want to say that, bro. I'm glad that God showed you that. It's a force you gotta see in the other way with with the other individual. But I do want to say this, bro. Everything you're doing, all the way from your app to you having that, I'm gonna call it an epiphany, an a vision, or whatever you want to call it, and you say, nah, you know what? This is more than search team, more than enough proof that I need to know that what I'm doing in my mission is the right thing. And I think that's what it is for me, is that you gotta break your what did it say? I don't know the exact verse, so don't quote me, guys, but it's something along the lines of basically for when I put aside my childish ways before I became a man. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So
Yeah.
like that basically, and that's how I look at stuff, bro. So you know what, bro, I'm proud of you and everything you're doing for yourself and your family. But I want
Thank
to
you.
hop into no, you're welcome, bro. I want to hop into your music. Let's talk about your music, a couple of your songs, more specifically names, and let's talk about how you grew up, your peoples, how the dynamic was looking. We get into that and then finish off with shout outs and then just to announce projects and stuff like that.
Okay, let's do it.
Sorry. So, what's some songs you would like to tell the people about? What are some projects you want to tell the people about? Let's talk about your music and the kind of music you do and where to find it, where to find you.
My name is PM Ghostie on all platforms. PMGHOSTIE instead of a Y, because I always we're close to the I. I had family out of the IE. I put the IE on the end of it just to shout out my cousins and stuff, family out there. So PM Ghostie on all platforms. And songs right now I have that are going crazy are Futures. So I'm gonna shout out my brother Two Sleeves. He's crazy. He's a good. He came to me with around 300, no, with around 30,000 views every 30 days, and he wanted to start making music. Opportunity said, you know what? When I wanted to make music, everybody looked at me and they turned away from me and they said, nah, I'm gonna charge you or you're not big enough. So I gave him the opportunity. We made music. Now we got a song, love songs, and we're doing over 10,000 views every day on it. We're doing
Oh yeah, bro.
4,000 views on our other song, uh, Pretty Bitch Anthem. So me and Two Sleeves, we got a dynamic duo going on right now. Where me and him, we got albums coming, so maybe like three of them. So he he's a he's someone you should look into interviewing too. He has a really big mindset. He is very knowledgeable. I think he's a really should look into. He has really good music too, because
Oh
when I
yeah.
realized that we when we put music together, he was like, man, like it just us together as a. So we have
Oh,
an album coming out and it's half English, half reggaeton, but then still has in English on dope. It's coming out on
yeah.
August 13th.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be called Biggest Shark, and it's gonna be coming out on all platforms.
Hell yeah, my boy. Hey, well, make sure y'all run it up, and I know you're available on all platforms. Tell the people where to go follow you on social media.
My social media, she loves. So it's she loves Sharky, but after love you put the underscore and then you put Sharky and the 16. So I made a new account because I had a bet that I couldn't really make a million views on a new account in 30 days. So I made a new account and I got locked out my old account, guys.
Ah, I feel that, bro. You know, it makes more sense. Now, even me right now, bro, it's hard, bro. On Instagram and Facebook, they're so picky with the rules. You couldn't even you didn't got to be doing anything, bro, and they'll take down or threatening. Like I think it was yesterday, Instagram told me for extra broadcast they took down the page, and then I was like, what? It's like identify yourself. I did it in under 2 seconds, and it goes, we apologize. We see that we weren't supposed to do that. Like you know what I mean? They don't even give you reasons, my boy.
Annoying.
Hey, key though is a lot of people don't like it, and I know it sucks because nobody wants to give out their info like that. But it helps by putting your real information and making sure that you have the two-step verification that goes a long way and will save your ASS and your account, bro. For the most part. But other than that, bro, I want to say I want to thank you for coming on here. I want to shout you out, shout to your people. Like I said, shout everybody the West Coast, East Coast, up north, down south, Midwest. I got Frank from Cali Media that was on here. He's from the IE too. So shout to your people from the IE. Shout to Southeast or for Southeast LA to where you're at, Southeast.
Yep.
Shout out everywhere. Shout Dago. But yeah, bro. I have high hopes for you, and it's for certain. I know you're gonna make something yourself. Not just out of your music. Shout to your peoples. Shout to your homies. Everybody you mentioned. I'd be more than happy to interview them, get them going on here. I think I already do like content and share it with him, if I'm not mistaken, and other people. So yeah, bro, town, come through. Remember, we cover music, media, and more. Which means you could be a music artist, you could be another podcast, you could be a business owner. We don't just do music artists and cover music, but it's all love. So that's why I'm glad in this interview we were able to cover so much, and not only and most importantly, God, bro. So that was real to hear that and your intentions for yourself and for your family. And I know you're gonna get it done with the great team and support system it seems you have. And you know, people like us at
Sir.
SR Broadcast, we got your back, bro. 100%. I believe in what you're doing. I believe in you, and you got our support, bro. So love and respect. If you want to say any shout outs or goodbyes and talk about your family dynamic and who you are for we leave so they get more of a feel for you before you say your goodbyes and shout outs, we can end it with that.
Heck yeah. My name is Jesse. Everyone knows me as Ghostie, but my name is Jesse. I was born in juvenile hall. Me in a was not supposed to be born that day, but I was born in the cell. So my first day coming into
What?
life,
For
I was
real?
already yeah, I was already born in a jail cell. Whole life, that didn't even go to my wasn't couldn't go to the day I was born because he was on the way to prison for running over a cop. Rest in peace. So my pop been in jail. I only come from jail, police, and gangbang, and that's like we trying to stay away from the police and all that stuff. Just like make it out of the way, and I and understand that. I know a lot of people from my area or my dynamic geographic, just understanding how we came up. They say, "Man, I have these cards that were dealt to me, and I nothing." No, no, no. These cards were dealt to you for you to persevere over it. And when you find somebody that goes through that same struggle, you could tell them how you went through it and how you could help someone better. Realize when you do it alone and you don't help nobody and you don't have no help, it hurts you deeply. So when I started doing better and I started becoming better, my mom, she was able to better having understanding of what I do. My mom loves what I do. My family supports what I do. So I want to give this energy and this mindset that I have. I would really love to come out and understand what Shark Team is. Reach out to me on Instagram, TikTok. And if you guys ever need features, I don't even charge, man. We do millions of views and on that way. Let's work. Give you guys an opportunity to do what I do. If you guys got a dream, come reach out. If I can make it possible, we're gonna make it possible. That's what we do. Man, my name is Jesse, better known as PM Sharky. You can find me on Spotify at PM Ghostie. You can find me on Apple Music, any platform. Shout out SR Media for having my brother two locking in it like we're supposed to, and we got great things on the way for you guys.
Yes, sir, bro. I want to say God bless. You have a blessed one. I think that was a powerful ending. Shout out to you, your peoples, and God bless you and your family, bro, and everything you're doing. So force your rest in peace to your pops. You know, long live him. But I know you're gonna do
Sir.
great things in honor of him and yourself and your family. And hey, bro, it seems like you had crazy beginnings, and we're gonna get more into that in another day, bro. I don't want to get too deep into your personal life, only the fact that of respect for you, you know. But if you're ever
Yes,
open,
sir.
come back and you guys can relate and you're watching this and it inspires you, bro, to do better. Well, look at homeboy right here, you know, this gentleman that came in here today that shows you what's possible, like the many other how can I say, supporters and the people that we have interviewed on here that have shared more than just their music and their story, and to let you know that, hey, bro, you may think you're going through something crazy and you could relate. Maybe it's crazier, maybe it's not as crazy, but just take from it that appreciate your life, appreciate those around you, appreciate what
Correct.
you got, and make the best of yourself because even though life, like he was saying, hand you certain cards, it's not about what you're giving, bro. You just gotta deal them because you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So you might as well get it done. You know what I'm saying? So
Correct.
it's love, bro. And again, you have a blessed one. Y'all go check him out with his music. Go check him out on all media platforms and also digital platforms, streaming platforms. So thank you, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day over here. It's about to be 10 o'clock over here in the Midwest, but you know we're representing for the West Coast. So shout out to y'all holding it down out there, bro. Shout out San Diego, and I'll talk to you soon. SR Broadcast, we out.
Appreciate you, family.
Much love, man. Respect.